עדיין לא. מה אתה מעשה? עכשיו שומעים אותך. כן, בוא נתחיל. Broadcast. Okay, we are live now. Let's wait for the people to come. אנחנו רואים, it's live now. So, where do we see the people? Participants 5. Yeah, the attendees. Hello, Delaney. Hello, Ibrahim. Mohammed Varacha. Thank you guys for coming. As we get ready, just letting our panelists on. Welcome, Dale. Good. Guys, why don't you write down in the chat, let us know where you guys are from. It's very exciting for us today, being our first time doing it on such a large scale.
Exciting, and hoping to get some great feedback.
Yeah, Gary Pia, welcome. If I type in cool, very good. Tell us where you're from, guys.
So Alon, augmented reality.
Augmented reality.
It's very much like Corona these days, because we feel like I've been living in augmented reality for the last 2 months.
That's true. That's true. Ibrahim from Cape Town. Welcome. How's Cape Town today? Is it cold today?
I don't know, but yesterday it was freezing. I was in Cape Town yesterday. It was absolutely
cool. So we are also live on Facebook and YouTube. I know that you guys can write comments on the Facebook chat, and we got Sherwin who's manning that chat. As we go along this presentation, feel free to ask questions. There is a Q&A button at the bottom of Zoom, and then you can just ask the questions in the Facebook chat. If you're on YouTube, well, you're just going to be watching. And then as we go along and questions come up, we will answer them. So this is supposed to be an interacting thing. Welcome, Sandy Decker.
I'm just looking at the screen, Alon, and I've got to know who's been your barber for the last 2 months, because you've got a perfect haircut.
Yeah, we need makeup to remove the shine from my head.
Yeah, makeup is a bit late today. I think they are only starting to work at level 2 though.
Yeah. So we get about 4 to 5 minutes left before we start. So we're welcoming everybody. Sandy says she's excited to be here. Can't wait to see how this thing is going to work. Sandy, to be honest with you, we are super excited to be here, and we can't wait to see how this thing's going to work. But from the feedback that we received when we released the video 3 or 4 days ago, showing people what AR is able to do without an app, I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. So it's going to be very interesting. Welcome, Candy, by the way.
So you say that it's at the video. When I was walking in Cape Town, I was at the Sea Point store, and I went across to Spa to buy some goods. And I talked to the people that know me, and they said, "Wow, your advert is amazing." But it was not intended as an advert, and it's not an advert. I mean, if we do it as an advert, I think it's going to be Did that a bit efficiently.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what happens nowadays in days of Corona. You do with what you've got. I mean, here we're in a home studio with kids running around like crazy. 2 hours that we're going to be here. It's going to be difficult to contain them, especially when it gets dark. Yeah. I want to start this live show on the Facebook page as well. Let's just see if we can do that without messing things up here.
So when Alon is talking about being in a studio, it's basically a part of the dining room that we have converted into a studio. And a studio is basically a computer screen with some keyboards and some pieces of paper and a cup of tea and a cup of coffee to keep us going for the next 2 hours.
Okay, let's have a look here if we can start this live thing. We are live. It's happening now. Okay.
We're going to have 2 minutes to go until we actually start with the live show. We are very, very excited.
Yeah, now they can see us as well, which is very important. So cheers, guys.
So up until now, nobody could see us. They could just hear us.
No, they could only see the green thing that says live online sale start. So
Wow.
now they can see us, which is exciting. And let's see who's joined the chat somewhere. Okay, we get some more participants. Clement, Benjamin, welcome. Guys, in the chat, let us know where you're from. We are from Cape Town, but we are out in Villiersdorp at the moment. For those of you that are from the Cape, we are right at Waterskloof Dam. This is our main water source, and I can tell you it's looking good. And we had some heavy, heavy rains here in the last 2 days. So this year, I don't think we're going to have water issues.
I don't think that as Cape Townians, Cape Town would be able to survive with the corona outbreak, lockdown, and water restrictions. So somebody above is looking after us. We're seeing that we are getting comments that they could see us early on. So
okay, well, luckily we didn't play with our noses.
Portia from Cape Town, welcome.
Portia Lovo. Okay, and how many of you have bought from Mobelli before? In fact, that should be a good poll. Okay, let's add this question. Let's do this quickly before we.
So Corona times has definitely enabled us to push the envelope on all tech. Before that, I think I've used Zoom once or twice before. Now we are, or Alon actually, is able to do polls online. Very exciting, and I'm happy that Alon, that you are here to fill in the gaps.
Yeah. So let's save this one. That's an interesting poll. Let's have a look while we are waiting. Okay, Search Kings Africa. Oh, got your Denver couch delivered today. You got such a great deal. You got the deal of the century. The Denver is an amazing couch.
That fabric of the Denver is such a special fabric imported from France, from Belgium, and it is such a technical fabric, an amazing fabric, so expensive. That's why the Denver was so expensive, but you did get a deal of the century. And yeah, he or she is writing that she knows. Gary wants to know, to show the Denver, but I don't think it's possible. But you can go onto the Denver, search for the Denver on the website. I'm not sure if we have any more stock. I think that was such a great special that it could have sold out.
Gary, I'm looking quickly before we start, but I think that the Denver sold out. Let me just see. It's under L-shaped sofas. Let's see if we've got it still on the website. I don't think so. It's been taken off.
Yeah, it's probably sold out.
Maybe Search King can show us. Search King wants to know, do I need to know any special care instructions? Yes, have fun, firstly. Secondly, just enjoy it. Because the Denver is made with goose feathers, you'll need to prop it up every now and again. And if you don't have Scotch guarding on it, just call us. We'll give you the names of the people that do the Scotch guarding for us. No charge. We share that information for you. They can come and do it for you. Hello, Dominique. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do, I'm going to switch off the chat right now. You can chat to us and you can make comments over there. We'll try, I've got two co-hosts that will try and answer for you any questions. Any questions that you need, you can just put at the Q&A down at the bottom. We'll get to it every now and again. So the chat is switched off, and right now we're going to start the presentation.
As they say in Club Med, it's showtime.
It's showtime. Right. So we are from Mobelli. My name is Alon.
I'm Abir.
We are the founders of Mobelli. We started the business about 14, 15 years ago, and we're very excited to have you guys here. So Aviv and I have been having a discussion. Why do we partake in this live online sale? What's driving us? And as you know, the last 60 days, we have the most magnificent showrooms. We got unbelievable products, but nobody is able to come and visit our showrooms. There's a massive problem for everybody. And instead of just sitting in the corner and crying like little babies, we decided to do something about it. And live online sales is a new tool in South Africa. I'm not sure that I know of many people that are doing that, but it's super popular in the East. In China, it's become a massive phenomenon. It's starting up in the USA. So we said, let us take the lead in South Africa, like we've taken the lead in quite a few other things before in furniture.
Yeah, in those places, they have people who are professional presenters that they're very comfortable in front of the cameras. Obviously, a lot better looking than us, but this is going to be the first one. And if it goes very well, maybe we'll get some good looking people to do the show for us.
Yeah. But the amazing thing about this show and what makes it very different to anything that's been done anywhere in the world is that many of the products have been modeled in augmented reality. We'll talk about that shortly. And as we present those models to you, you will be able to scan them with your phone and see them in your own lounge. So prepare yourself. You will need two devices. You will need the one device that you're watching the show on, and you will need a phone to scan. The phone that you need is an iPhone with iOS 12 or above, or a modern Android phone, something that you've been, I think it's 2 years old and newer. You'll be able to see it.
If it was older, I think you would need to have some sort of a QR program or app installed on the phone to be able to scan that.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. You may need to have the QR code software, but the AR, as we'll speak later on, does not require an app. For us, it just requires a modern phone with a camera. So we are going to be talking about 4 elements here today. The first thing is that we're going to be talking about is essentially occasional chairs, and we'll be able to send them to you with augmented reality, so you'll be able to see them at home.
So those occasional chairs, are they, do they have a special functionality?
The occasional chairs are amazing. We'll reveal it as we go along, and we'll tell you why it's so important to have those occasional chairs. Then we're going to show you a range of sleeper sofas. I've made videos in the showroom when we went in one of the days. It's the most amazing thing. You're definitely going to need a sleeper sofa after you've watched this video. Then Aviv will tell you about the most comfortable lounge suite that you have ever seen and that he has in his house. And then something that we're passionate about, I can tell you we're not making money on it, but we are going to show you original South African art, and you'll be able to visualize it on your walls at home. It's going to be amazing. There are a lot of specials online today. It's going to be fantastic. So I think what you thought, we had a discussion about the occasional chairs and why are they actually important in the home?
So Alon, occasional chairs is something that any home has got space for. Occasional chairs have always got a space in the home, and they can be moved from place to place inside the home to brighten up the room. And obviously, the occasional chairs that we're going to show you have got some special characteristics.
So let's go have a look. The first one is the Edison. By the way, guys, if you got any questions, put them up in the Q&A. If you're on Facebook, put the questions up there as well, and we will get to answer them. So the Edison is an amazing little chair. So it creates a phenomenal point of interest in the home. And it swivels. Yep. We've always found swivel chairs. People love swivel chairs. And when we saw this chair initially, we never knew that it actually can swivel. And it's just amazing how it brightens up people's moods. It allows people to connect to your space. Of course, you can see the colors that are available. We got navy, gray, yellow, and terracotta. I am told that terracotta has sold out, which is good for us, bad for you. But let's go and teach you exactly how the AR works. So I want you to take out a phone and scan the QR code that's right here in the middle. Okay? Put your camera on if you get an iPhone and scan it. It should work like that with Android as well. And when you scan it, it will ask you to open up a website. The website's called vectory.com. Open it. And then you will have an image load up on your screen. Now, let us know. I'm going to open up the chat. Let us know in the chat if you're not getting to see it, and we can try and help you. But everybody should be able to see a little product on the screen which you can play around with. Move your finger, play around with it. Then on the top right or at the bottom, there is an AR logo with an A and an R. Click on that. And what that does, it will take the product and place it in your lounge or wherever you are right now, in your bedroom, wherever.
So you have to point the phone where you want to have the...
Correct. Point the phone on the floor, and the phone will figure out what is a floor, what is a wall, and it will place it. And then you'll be able to see the chair. The one that you're going to be seeing is the navy blue one. You'll be able to play around with it with all the normal gestures. You'll be able to move it around. You'll be able to make it bigger or smaller. When you make it bigger, it will show you 117%, 125%, but the actual real size is 100%. That's what you need to do.
So at 100%, if it says on your phone, that is what it's going to look like in real life, wherever you're putting it, in your lounge, in your kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dominique says it works really well. I can toggle between the AR and object, which is awesome, which is amazing. Now, the technology doesn't mimic the exact material that we have on the furniture, because it needs to be sent over the internet. The file sizes are about 1 megabyte. They can't make it too big. So obviously, this is just to make sure that the color scheme fits within your house and that the chair looks good. And what we'd like you to do, guys, by the way, let us know if you can see it. What we'd like you to do is maybe take a couple of screenshots and send it to the Facebook page or to the WhatsApp if you receive those messages from the WhatsApp group, or send it to our email and we'll share it with you later on. So let's move on to the next one. And by the way, guys,
Best part of it all.
The best part, the prize. How can we forget? It's a live sale. You see, we are more passionate about the technology than the actual commercial part. So, the reason why this unit made it into our range very quickly, and why it's a phenomenal seller for us is look at the price. It's just 5,995 Rand. And that is an amazing price. And now we even discount it further by 900 Rand. So you're paying 5,095 Rand. It's absolutely nothing. How do you buy?
How do you buy? So you put in the discount code, which is LiveSell15 off, into the Mobelli website. You go into the Mobelli website and you look for this, for the product. You choose the color that you like. Just bear in mind that the terracotta, I believe, has been sold out already. And you put in the discount code, and that should give you the discount on this.
Cool. So, by the way, while you guys are getting to see it, you're going to get 3 more chairs to view in your lounge. Plus, you're going to get to see 5 works of art. So stay with us. I want to just quickly launch a poll, and I want to know how many of you have actually bought from Mobelli before? And you've got 3 choices over here. And it's just good for us to see, who we're interacting with. Because we have a saying at Mobelli that once you buy Mobelli, you actually start a life affair with us.
I like your optimism that you gave. The answer is yes, no, but I'm going to. And I like the fact that you said, I'm not going to. Hopefully the fact that you guys are here and hopefully with the interaction of us, you'll see that we are so passionate about furniture. What drives us is not really money, it's success and passion. And if you speak to any of the Mobelli employees, which we call the family tribe members, they'll tell you that passion drives this business.
Good. All right. So we got the results from the poll, and we can see that over half of you have bought from us, and 32% are going to buy from us, which is very encouraging for us. Thank you for that. Let's carry on for the next product. So this is the Chester. Chester is one of these chairs that makes an absolute statement at home. It's got all the elements of style, and Aviv, you and I had a discussion early on today on why we call the Chester and what would be the other names that we wanted to give it.
So I wanted to give it the name of the hug chair, because the seating of this chair is unparalleled to any chair I've ever sat on before. It actually, when you sit in it, it hugs you back.
Yeah, and I wanted to call this the clouds chair because it's so soft. When you sit on this cushion, you just melt into the chair. And the interesting thing is the base is the same on all 3 chairs, and it's just a cushion that has different colors. And of course, it swivels. Everybody loves a swivel. The interesting thing about the Chester, by the way, here's the QR code, so you can scan it now and have a look at it. We'll leave this slide up for quite some time. Also, on the chat, you may be able to click on the product to see that. And if Vanessa will just put in a link when we finish the section for all the chairs that we've seen up till now, that's going to be amazing. So Chester, 9,895 Rand. By the way, those prices are going to go up when the next lot comes in because of the exchange rate. It's absolutely killing us, but we are watching it become stronger every day. And for the Chester, okay, we got a special. Again, 15% off. The way to buy the Chester, Vanessa will put the link on the chat as well, is go to our website, go to the search, just type in Chester or go to living and then occasional chairs. You'll be able to select it. There are 3 colors available. Emerald green, which is the one on the right, oyster, which is the one that we saw in the video, and olive, which is the one on the left. I can highly recommend it. That's a great, great chair.
Don't forget to put the live sale 15 off in the discount code so that you can get that 15% discount. If you don't, Thank you so much. But we're doing a live sale and you're here, so please take care. Make sure that you do take advantage of the sale.
Yeah. Also interesting to note is that the prices on the website will show you 9,895. It's only for the sale that we're giving the 15% off, and you put the code in when you check out. Good. So let's have a look. We got one question that came up. Does the Chester have a footrest?
That is a brilliant, brilliant question. And I can tell you that when it comes to swivel chairs are so comfortable that hardly do swivel chairs need footrests. Make sure that, you know, the whole thing about a swivel chair is that you can interact with different people. Like, I love a swivel chair because when I have guests over and I've got people on my left and on my right, I look to the left, I look to the right, my neck gets sore. With a swivel chair, I can turn all the time and speak to them. I won't be able to do that if my legs are propped up on something.
Correct.
But we have plenty of different ottomans and footrests that we sell separately.
Yeah, and you know what, Shanae, I think that when I look at it now, I do see the Chester with footrests somewhere. I'm seeing it, and it's definitely interesting to look for the designer and see if they've got one. But thank you for the question. If there are any more questions, guys, put them in the Q&A, and let's go on to the next chair, the Franklin. Now, besides showcasing style, the occasional chairs actually allow you to play with adventurous colors. You can't actually, in fact, let's show you the video and then we have this discussion. I fell in love with the Franklin for the first time after I saw this leather look, and then we just improved it. Look at this. These colors are amazing. I think this one is called raspberry. The other one was called caramel. You know what function this chair has. We don't have to say it, but you'll see the video shortly. Yeah, it swivels. But this one is such a classic looking. It's like a modern retro kind of look.
Yeah, so the one in PU, in the black leather PU, is a very retro style chair. And we've obviously taken that, put it on its head, and put the retro in terms of modern with the beautiful velvet colors and the trending fabrics.
Correct. So you can scan the code now and have a look at it. And then there's a question that came, where can I find the AR code to share with my husband? So at the end of the presentation, we'll give you a link on the website where all the items are there. All the items have got the QR codes. You'll be able to play with them and share with people. But right now, you can scan at the end of every segment. You can scan the codes with your phone. And if you've got a question to find out, if you got a question, type it in and we can answer it for you live. Now, I just want to say that we find a lot of people are buying sofas that are in the grays and the beiges, you know, very safe colors. And homes need pops of colors. And that's where occasional chairs come in, because you can just add a chair in. When in raspberry, for example, you may not want to commit to entire line suite in raspberry, but a small chair like that just adds the color. And I think that's why occasional chairs are the new way to redecorate your home. You know, this entire Corona thing has put a pressure on a lot of people. And maybe they've put some of their renovations on hold or refurbishing on hold, but because they don't want to spend 100, 200,000 rand on new furniture. All you have to do is get one clever chair like that, and your space will come alive.
And you can move it around from room to room so that you do enjoy it in different aspects without needing to buy multiple chairs.
Absolutely. And now the good news is that this one has got the 15% off as well. Once again, go to our website when you make a choice on these colors, any which one you want. Live sell 15 off. Enter that when you check out. It's amazing. The fabrics, those velvets that we have, are so plush and beautiful and soft. And when you put your hand on it, it is amazing. And the PU leather is obviously easy to clean.
Hopefully, in the next 30 or 40 years, we'll have the technology of actually sending the actual fabric so people can touch and feel it there and then.
Correct. Kingston. Kingston is very interesting. I've got a great story about a customer in the Kingston. Maybe that customer is here now, but let's watch the video. So what do you like about this one, Aviv?
Alon, the Kingston, I mean, I can tell the customers that it is comfortable, which obviously it is. But what I want you to do is, while you're looking at the video, is look at the attention to detail in the stitching and the work that it goes into. It is amazing. I love attention to detail, and this chair takes it to the next level.
Absolutely. And of course, it swivels. Everything swivels. No, really, it's just amazing. This is very comfortable. It's a classic shape. In fact, of the 4 chairs we've shown you, one is modern, which is the Addison, and the rest are all those retro looks. It's so in right now. And the thing is, the chairs is not an investment that you have to worry about, because when retro is out, let's say in 5, 6, 7 years, and something else is in, take these chairs, put them somewhere else. You can always use them and can always replace them. And of course, with Mobelli, we got a 25% buyback as well.
I just want to tell you, retro never goes out.
That's correct. So while we are talking, please feel free to scan.
I see that there's quite a lot of more people who have jumped onto the online sale. Maybe you can just explain quickly how to do that.
Okay, great. So for those that have just arrived, the QR code in the middle is where you'll find the augmented reality piece of furniture. So what you need to do is take out your phone. It must be an iPhone with iOS 12 or more. We are now on iOS 13 for more than a year, so everybody should have it. And on a modern Android that's been bought in the last 2 years, you should have that as well. Point your camera at it, and automatically you should be able to see a little square around the QR code. And that square will open up a website. Click on it at the top. It's called vectory.com. Click on it. And then a piece of furniture will appear on your screen. It's a 3D model. You'll be able to move it with your fingers, play around. When you are ready, just press on AR logo on the right-hand side or the center, depending on which browser you're working with. And then it will take a few seconds, and it will load the object into your floor, because you're going to point the phone on the floor. It's going to tell you, point it at the floor. The camera will sense what is floor, what is wall, and then it will place the item directly on the floor. You can't mess it up. And then you'll be able to use your finger and move the chair around to the position that you want in your room. And through your camera, you can watch it. You can walk around the chair 360 degrees. You can also make it bigger or smaller, but guys, 100% is the right size. You can make it to 116% or 89%. That's fine. And then you can take screenshots and you can send it to your mates and you can send it to your spouse. And please send to us amazing screenshots. By the way, we haven't told them what the price is. We just left it at just under 12,000.
As I said, we're just interested about our products and not really about selling.
Okay, here we go. So on this one, you can save 1,800 Rand for the show only. So the codes must be entered when you check out. The code is live sale 15 off. You can see that at the bottom. Enter that code when you check out and the discount will be calculated automatically. It's available in beige and black PU. PU stands for polyurethane. It's an imitation leather, which means that we can actually afford to have a chair like this in our range, because Mobelli is all about affordable, great furniture. If this was leather, well, you can have shit leather and you can have good leather. We would have chosen only the best leather. This chair would have been nearly twice the price. Great unit. So there was another question that came up. What is the buyback? So the buyback is a Mobelli program that's open to everybody that's ever bought from us. personally, the first-time buyer, not if you bought it from somebody else, a Mobelli customer. After 5 years of use, you can tell us, guys, I want to bring back my furniture, and we will offer you an upgrade, which means that if you buy something from us, which we consider an upgrade, we will give you 25% of whatever you paid for that piece of furniture as credit at Mobelli. So in effect, it's a discount. We then take the piece back and repurpose it, give it to charity, whatever the case is. That is what a buyback is. You don't have to pay extra for it. You don't have to do anything. It's something that we offer.
Yeah, so just to summarize, the Mobelli buyback is we are the only company in the country at the moment that is doing that. We guarantee you that whatever you buy from us, at the earliest 5 years, you can do it after 10 years, you can do it after 15 years, and it actually makes no difference what is the quality of the product that you're bringing back.
The condition.
The condition. We'll buy it back from you at 25% of what you paid for so that we can upgrade it to the next level.
Good. So, right, guys, we finish with AR codes after this one. This is the asymmetry shelf. This is the one that we posted in the video. That's amazing. You know what I love more than the AR code on this shelf?
I don't. Please tell me.
I love the fact that it's made in Cape Town.
Oh, wow.
That's the one that we designed in Cape Town, and we obviously did it before Corona, but now you'll be able to see that we'll be making more and more of our items in South Africa. We're already making prototypes of glass furniture, which are going to blow you away. Even my staff at Mobelli don't even know about it, so maybe I shouldn't say much. But supporting South African-made products is critical for us. The normal price on this one is just shy of 11.5, and we've got it on special at 15% off, 9,797. And I can see right now in the chat, if anybody wants to know more about the Mobelli buyback, there is a link for you to look up at. So this is an amazing unit, fresh. In fact, the shelving for it is arriving, I think, on Monday. So whatever you buy, it's going to be fresh off the press. We're very excited about that one.
Great design.
Now we're going to sleeper sofas, and I need to find out, why does one need a sleeper sofa at home?
Well, Alon, sleeper sofas are a great space saver. You need to be able to have a sofa, but you also want to have a bed. And if you have a sofa and a bed and you don't have the space, you're killing the space. So that's a two-in-one combo.
Absolutely. A lot of the times we're seeing home offices now, which are converted bedrooms. You can't really have the bed and the office in it. If you have a sleeper sofa and the office in the same space, you're saving yourself quite a bit. It's also a phenomenal investment. And we're talking from experience. We've got an Airbnb. And I know that when I put a sleeper sofa in, I can increase the number of people that can stay in the apartment. And a lot of people that are doing Airbnb are looking to find out how many people can stay, because the price is the same whether you sleep 4 people or 6 people normally. So a sleeper sofa is critical, and you don't just want to put a bed in there because it looks terrible for those people that are coming, just a couple, to stay at your apartment. So it's a great investment. And of course, isolation coming up now. So you'll have space at home. Let's have a look at the Oxford. There are 4 critical elements to evaluate when buying a sleeper couch. But let's have a look at the Oxford. The first thing is that obviously it must look great.
Yeah.
It mustn't look like a sleeper couch at all. So
it must be easy to operate. As you can see over here, it's very easy to open. And it needs to be sturdy so that when you sleep on it and you lie on it, because at night you roll around, you don't fall off.
Correct. So this one is made with velvet, okay? And the nice thing about this is that besides the fact that it looks good and it's easy to operate, it turns into a double bed. So, okay, your guests will sleep closer together. But more than that, it's got the feature where you can just pull the back a little bit, and it's going to be a chillax bed, and very good for watching movies and relaxing with the family. We love this one, and so do our customers. The normal price is 16,600, and on special, you're saving just nearly 2,500 Rand, 14,100 Rand only. Use the discount code live sale. Now, there's no AR code on this, but we are going to get more AR codes for the art. The art is the best fun you'll have. This is like entertainment. Let's go on to the next one. I love this one.
Me too.
And this one has got a hidden secret.
Yes.
Should we tell them or should we show them?
I think you should show them because you like to tell people about it. So rather, let's see it in the video.
Let's have a look.
Amazing colors. It's got 4 different colors, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
It opens up to a single bed. Of course, it swivels.
So I haven't seen a swivel sleeper sofa before. And this was amazing. It's funky. It's easy to operate. Where do you see this going into, Alon?
You know, every item's got a story, and we're seeing this as a funky set in kids' bedrooms. I'm seeing it, you know, kids doing their homework, and then when the friends come over for a sleepover, it works well. I'm seeing it in offices because, oh my God, I tell you, we've been working hard. I mean, I've been working day and night just to get this going, but everybody's working so hard nowadays. Maybe it's good to have it in the office, just for a power nap. What do you call it?
Power snooze, yes.
Yeah, of course, working for Mobelli, anybody can have power snoozes on those lounge suites and sun lounges, etc. So this is lovely. Normal price, 9,500 Rand. Special, saved 1,425 Rand. So it's 8,070 Rand. There are 4 colors, as you said, and I think as the video showed. And so it's the lime green, the red, the yellow, and the gray, dark gray. Yep, I got it. All right, Hampstead. 2 more to go, by the way, before we show you the art, which is amazing. This one.
One of our best sleeper sofa sellers.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you why shortly. Well, you can see for yourself. I think one of the critical elements for sleeper sofas is they need to be easy to operate. So many of our competitors have got sleeper sofas that you maybe need an engineering degree, you know, which is a problem. This one, really, you just pull and turn, and in seconds, it's idiot-proof. Anybody can do it. It opens up to a double bed as well, which is amazing. And you know what, Aviv? The foam that we use here is so comfortable because the sleeper sofa has to do 2 jobs. It has to be a couch most of the time, and it has to be a comfortable bed. And I know that when people buy cheaper items, the foam is substandard quality. You never get to see it. You guys never get to see foam. We get to see it all the time. We know what's right, what's wrong. And what actually happens, you buy a cheap couch, and after 2 years, you get an indent in your chair, in your couch, and then when your guest has to lie on it, it's a disaster. So, yeah, rather buy something that is going to be good quality, and that's obviously a very important thing.
Yeah, the design of this, by the way, is so clever that you don't actually have to pull the sofa towards you to operate it because the mechanism comes forward. So you don't have, you can still put it against the wall and not move it to make it into a bed.
Absolutely. And then, of course, it's on special. You can save 2,400 and 2,400. It's called the Hampstead. Go onto the website, check it out. My favorite couch in the whole world. You know, when you see something and it does more than it's supposed to. That's unbelievable. I'm going to let you see it on the video.
Can you remember what attracted us to this sofa, Alon?
Yeah, the sofa. The look attracted us. What a great looking sofa. And then look how easy it is. You just pull the seat on the right and on the left, and boom, double bed, just like that. And this one, you have to see it. It's got a wooden base. It's got black steel legs. It's got very rich upholstery, soft foam at the top, firm at the bottom, so you're really getting a great feel from that one.
Yeah, so from a sleeper sofa point of view, this is going to be the Rolls Royce of sleeper sofas. I remember we were in one of the international shows. We looked at the sofa, we sat on it, we were so impressed with it, and the guy came to us and said, "Can I demonstrate it?" And we said, "Well, what do you mean? We're sitting on it." He said, "No, it's a sleeper sofa," and we were like blown away.
Yeah. So I'm quickly just stop the video because we got a question. The question is, what about the foam that makes it so good? And do you have any tips on what to look out for when furniture shopping? So I'll answer the second part first. We got plenty of tips on furniture shopping, and that's why we're doing a lot of those live shows. And a lot of those tips are in our blog. So head on to the Mobelli blog, have a look at that. Because really, furniture shopping is, you buy the furniture, you're going to live with it 5-10 years. You don't want to live with it for 2 years. It's something that you interact with on a daily basis. You need to make the right decision. But what makes the foam so good is that there are many different levels of foam. A high density foam, basically when you sit on it, it compresses, and when you leave it, it springs back up. To get that action, you just have to buy better foam, more expensive foam. If it's a low density foam, you make an indent, it stays there. That's the difference. There's a lot of things inside the couch that you never get to see, but we actually, on a lot of our collections, we got a zipper at the bottom. You can actually open up the couch and see how it's built inside. You need to make sure it's done correctly. We'll probably write a blog post on that one as well.
So when we choose all the furniture that we buy, we make sure that all the foam is high density foam. There is going to be different softnesses, if it's going to be hard, medium, or soft. It's an art form to actually get all those components right and still be able to sell it and not sell a sleeper sofa for 150,000 Rand because you've super-spec'd everything.
Yeah, obviously. So on this one, 25,600 Rand is the normal price. I just want to tell you that people buy this couch purely for the look. The sleeper couch is just an optional extra. So for some unknown reason,
I think you need to close that.
Okay, here we go. It's on special. You can save 3,900 Rand. It's called the Cambridge. Have a look at that. I'm very excited about the Belmont. The Belmont is my favorite couch here. Aviv owns it. He's got it at home. He can share the story. But first, let's tell them or show them why this is the best L-shaped couch they'll ever see in their lives.
So the Belmont I have at home. It also comes in a single sofa and an L-shaped left and right. Most of the Mobelli items, if they come in an L-shape, come in the left justified and the right justified shapes. And you can see right now what it actually is. It's a sofa and the backs retract backwards to make it into a comfy sofa, a leisure sofa. And the reason I love that is because on movie nights, on Saturday night, I get together with my kids. I've got 3 kids and a wife, and we're all sitting on this. We put it all the way back and we're going on movie night and we're watching it. And it is so, so comfortable. When we're finished, we'll put the seats back and it's a normal, beautiful 3-seater sofa. And what's great about it is the backs are made with
goose feathers. Yeah, so that's amazing. So very, very soft. And you know what I like about this one? Guys, if you look at the chaise, at the end of the chaise, that's where you can put one of those occasional chairs. If you go to our website, there's a lot of pictures of how to lay out the space that it looks great. Obviously, we get inspired by the Italian style, the classic style. It's just amazing what can be done. The Belmont is really also amazing, but for some unknown reason, again, it's available in 2 colors.
Yes.
Normal price 28,995. I can tell you right now that this should have been the special price because there's a lot of sofa for that. There's a lot of goose feathers in that, and there's a lot of quality in that. But look, they can save 4,350 Rand. It's crazy. 24,645. I mean, it's unbelievable. When this one comes in again, it's going to be so expensive.
We should sell it with a warning though, that users must be aware that does induce sleep.
Does induce sleep. That's brilliant. Guys, I'm so excited about the art. We're just going to get to it straight away. Take out your phones. We're going to be watching art on the walls shortly.
On your walls.
On your walls. As the video of our showroom in Pardon Island moves, I just want to share with you what prompted us to get involved with art, because we're a furniture business. And when we opened up the showroom in November 2 years ago, we had a magnificent showroom curated by a top interior decorator. We only had furniture, really, pieces. So she used her contacts and we got unbelievable pieces of art on the wall. Each one was tied in to the setting unbelievably. And the art was, well, we didn't know anything about art. Pieces were selling for 40,000 and 60,000 Rand. And we thought, okay, people will pay if it's art. And the rugs that we had on the floor were 100,000 Rand. But the furniture is under 30,000. So it just didn't compute. We didn't sell any art whatsoever. And one day the artist came and said, hey guys, you can't sell art in a furniture showroom. And they took everything off the walls. And we're walking around our magnificent showroom that was looking quite bare, and the walls were empty. And then we just came up with the idea, art galleries need walls and they don't need floor space. Furniture showrooms need floor space, they don't need walls. Let's tie up with an art gallery. And we couldn't find the right partner. And then we tied up with Eric from LAE. And he told us the story of his artists, where for a lot of them, he gives the canvas, he gives them the paint and the paint brushes, and for a lot of them, he gives them the studio space to paint from. And if the art is good enough, it also goes into his galleries. At the time, he only had a gallery in Johannesburg. And I said to him, Eric, I love your story. You can have all of Mobelli's walls all across the showrooms in South Africa for free. It works well both ways. And I can tell you the art is very well priced, and we're actually selling quite a bit. So that's the story of the art. Whatever you do today, guys, support. This is a local South African artist. So I hope that you can see what's going on here now. On the left-hand side, we got, on the left-hand side in the middle, we got two pieces by Tabu Maseko. They are 1.6 meters by 1.2 meters. It's a massive piece of art. But if you don't know how to visualize it, don't worry. Just scan with your camera, scan the code, and you'll be able to see it. Now, placing art on the walls is an art, but not here. It's very easy. When you scan it and the image downloads into your phone, it will come with a little cross, a little sign like this on the floor. Oops, like this. And I want you to look, after you scan the floors, and take that cross to the corner of the wall and the floor where you're going to be wanting to check this piece of art. If you place it correctly, you will be able to see the art the right height. Once you place it, you can move it left and right, because you're going to be placing it and then you're going to be moving back to look at it. I can tell you that for the last 3 days, as we've been digitizing these artworks, we've had so much fun looking at stuff and actually seeing, hey, this one doesn't fit here, but it looks phenomenal over there. So this kind of art, by the way, for that size, it's entry level for you guys in terms of your art collections. But on the next slide, I'll tell you about a piece of art that within 2 weeks appreciated 400% after it was sold off the Mobelli floor. On the right-hand side, we've got a piece from Conrad Bow. This is a Mandela. Conrad is an amazing artist. His technique is so unique. When you download that piece, walk with your camera up to the canvas, and you can see that the paintings are all done with dots. He's also got something about incorporating plus signs and equations in his paintings. Really, really interesting. All of these guys, by the way, if you like this art, but there's one of each. So, I mean, if it's sold, it's sold. But you can commission the artist. You can see it's not expensive. And the beautiful thing about the art is that it's not 15% off. it's 20% off.
Wow.
So just put in the code live sale 20 off. These prices that you're seeing now are the full prices. You still have to take 20% off of them. It's amazing, guys. I'm going to move on to the next. At the end of the next slide, in the chat, we will give you access to all of the AR collections that we've had, so you can share it with your friends. You can have a look at it. You won't have to listen to us anymore because the presentation is finished and we will restart it again. So if you joined us recently, stay with us. We're going to be taking you to some furniture.
There's no more, two more images, yeah?
Two more images. On the left, Splash Motong, 19,900. This is a magnificent piece. And that piece, by the way, when you zoom into it, you can see that the artist has used mixed materials on here. It's not only canvas and paint. By the way, this is the highest quality paints, the highest quality canvases. This is not Mickey Mouse school stuff. These are serious artists. And on the right, we get the Nasila Njoli, 21,900. I absolutely love this piece as well. It's so emotive. I don't know, it brings a lot of elements in me. If you look at similar art like this from other artists, I mean, it starts at 40,000 easily. So you're getting a good deal. Now, about 6-7 months ago, we had a piece of work. I think it was Pro Tusi or one of these guys. I'm not sure. Also mixed materials. He melted plastics to form this African woman, and it sold off the floor for 15,900 rand. And 2 weeks later, I'm just going on Facebook and I'm seeing a post of my friend Ariella Cooper. She is an auctioneer. She did a charity auction in the United States, and that piece was there. And she sold it for 85,000 rand in 2 weeks.
2 weeks later, yeah.
2 weeks later. It's absolutely amazing. And I know a few artists that are selling the artwork for 200,000 rand that started with Eric. So for you, the ability to enter an artist's beginning stages of his career is amazing. In any event, you should only buy art that you love. If it appreciates, wonderful. By the way, we don't do a 25% buyback on this one because we take a small commission for the sale and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, Aviv and I want to thank you for your time. We know that a lot of you have spent most of an hour over here with us. This is what we've got to show you today. And in the chat, you can have a look at the mobelli.co.za/AR-models. This is where all the models are. Go ahead, play with them. Show it to your friends. The technology that we have harnessed here, because we didn't come up with it, but the technology that we've harnessed and the way that we are now doing commerce online, you guys get to interact with us, get to ask us questions, is absolutely groundbreaking. The fact that you can see the furniture in your home without an app is crazy. You know, companies spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in creating apps, which hardly work. And here we are in lockdown, able to figure it out. Okay, it took me years to come to the point where we can figure it out and the technology to come to us. But it's just amazing what one can do when one has time on his hands. So on behalf of myself and Aviv and the entire Mobelli team, for those of you that have supported us, thank you so much. I know that you will be buying again. For those of you who haven't bought from us, we hope that you will buy now. I mean, there's some great deals.
And this is just a snippet of the items that we do sell.
Of course. And our showrooms, by the way, are amazing. And they're all opening on Monday.
Yay!
So we're very excited, and our staff are excited. A lot of our staff that weren't doing work from home are super excited to come back. Our warehouse has been working on delivering items that we sold during the lockdown. Lockdown had amazing deals. You know, they say fortune favors the bold. Yeah.
I must go and have my my hair shaved.
But we still have amazing deals right now across the site. There's a sale page, but even if there's no sale, the items that we sell are unbelievable in terms of quality and price, and that's what we try and do. So
thank you so much for spending the Friday afternoon I think myself and Alon are going to be doing it again in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we're going to be doing it again. So we're just going to be stocking up on some cool drinks and coffee. Thank you, Gary, and thank you, Darren, and thank you all the attendees that have come in. And do me a favor, guys, if you're still here, please tell your mates to come. We're here for another hour. So if you thought it was amazing, just send that SMS or tag us on Facebook or just put a message out. It will really help us. It was an amazing experience, and we're going to be going through again.
Yeah.
Okay. So for those of you that have joined us late, my name's Alon.
I'm a bit. We're going to start so quickly without a break.
You want a break?
Okay. I want to get some more tea.
Okay, while I did goes and get some tea, let me interact with the panel here. There's Maynard. Maynard, thank you very much he says he loves the combination of floor and wall space usage. Thank you. Is this in our showrooms, or is this in your home? Or is this the ability to see the furniture in your rooms? Okay, Search Kings, Darren, thank you. And thank you very much for sharing. All of you that have been sharing, fantastic, really good. Those of you watching on Facebook, I'm sure that Sherwin's taking good care of you. If there's an important question that you need asked, he's going to bring it to my attention. So Sherwin, I know that you've got a slight delay, but just let us know if there's any questions that we need. Guys, when you're buying, if you're buying, don't forget, live sale 15 off for the furniture that we showed today, and live sale 20 off for the art. The art is only one of each, so go and get it. And please send us pictures. Tag Mobelli Living, Facebook, Instagram. If you are coming from LinkedIn, hey, we appreciate a bit of promotion here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dominique, and thank you, Portia. Brilliant. And
so, there's apparently 3 questions that have been left unanswered on the chat.
Okay, let's go have a look. All right, let's have a look at these questions. So the first question, is there a way to find out more about the artist? Yes, there is. So the first thing that you need to do is every artist's name is in on the piece of art. So it's maybe at the bottom right, etc. So with your phone, go and find out who the artist is, and then Google them. We can then get more information, the artist statement and the story, and send it to you. All you need to do is please email sales@mobelli.co.za, and we'll send it to you. Also, when you go to that AR page on the Mobelli website, if you go to the Mobelli website, you can click on it. I think it's on the front page. Otherwise, the link is in the chat. We will make sure that when you get directed to that product page, that will have the full story. But that will only be able to do on Monday. I hope that answers your question. Another question is, what if I buy an item and it doesn't suit my space? That's a great question. So the first thing that we're doing is obviously the AR items you should know. But if you buy an item online without seeing it, our team will actually ask you. We'll tell you the sizes. We'll ask you the sizes of your space, and then you can figure it out. We really don't want to send expensive items out that we have to unwrap, send it to you, and then you figure out, oh my God, this is too big. So we go through a process of consultation. But if you don't like it, we get a free return policy. So if it comes to you and you don't like it straight away, our guys will take it back straight away free of charge. Otherwise, I think there's a week or 2 weeks return policy, but the items must be unused. And if you don't return it straight away, then you will be paying the transport costs there and back. So I think it's quite fair. But most people, when they buy an item, it's not like a dress that you buy that you can return. delivering furniture costs money, unfortunately.
So am I correct? Just that the person who's asked that is happy with the answer. If I buy something and I think that it's within the general metropole areas of South Africa, not if you are in a farm that is 5 hours away from the
That's correct.
town.
That's correct.
You bring it in. Our guys will open it up for you, put it on, and you'll say, "Oh, I really don't like this color. It doesn't go with anything." Can they then put it back into the boxes while the delivery guys still there, take it back without a charge?
Yeah, that's in the metro areas. If you're not in the metro areas, well,
amazing.
Yeah. So we're trying what we can to make it easy for you. And we always say, by the way, even if you see the stuff in 3D and AR in your space, we got showrooms in every one of the big metropolitan areas. The showrooms are magnificent. Do your purchase online and then pop into the showroom to do what we say, kick the tire. Feel the fabric. Sit and get the foam and get the feeling on it, and you'll be able to make the right decision. And the other question is, dining lounges on special. What is a dining lounge?
I think a
dining tables?
Dining tables and chairs.
Well, we got some amazing dining tables and chairs. And there are, if you go to the website, just go look for dining. They are so well priced. There's no need to put them on special. They are really phenomenal. But we haven't got any on today that are on special. I'm not sure if there are any left, but I think
there are. I mean, if you do go into the website and click on dining chairs and tables, you'll be able to see that there are some amazing looking chairs, which are very, very affordable, and they're great quality, and they are great looking and comfortable.
Cool. So we're going to go back to the beginning. Guys, we're going to be going through a few products today. So, one second, for some unknown reason. Okay, so this is our live online sale. We're going to be going through 4 occasional chairs. We'll be able to send them to you via AR. If you guys haven't been here before and don't know what AR is, we're going to explain it to you shortly. You'll be able to see it at home. Then we're going to be talking about some sleeper sofas, also 4 sleeper sofas. We'll show you the most comfortable lounge suite that you've ever seen, and it does more than just sit you comfortably. And then we're going to go through some art. So occasional chairs, why are they important in the lounge, Aviv?
I'm just looking at these chairs, and all I can think of in my mind is deja vu.
We did it. If you just joined us, we did this for the last hour, so we're going through it again for those people that haven't joined us. But occasional chairs form a massive point of interest. I want to show you the Edison, and then I'll tell you what point of interest actually means. So this one is quite a nice little chair, very modern, and it swivels. People love swivel chairs.
And they're very comfortable.
They're super comfortable. I mean, when we saw this chair for the first time, it was absolutely, hey, that's a cute, nice chair. We sat on it, and when it swiveled, we lit up.
Yeah, we've been looking for beautiful tub chairs, and that's a beautiful tub chair. And when we sat on it, and one of the guys told us you can swivel, and like, what? And we could swivel, and it just blew our mind.
Yeah, as you've seen, it comes in 4 colors. It's very comfortable. It's also upholstered in lush velvet. So what I want to show you now is, if you've just arrived, you can see this in AR in your lounge, in your living room, in your dining room, wherever you are. You can put it outside on the patio. So what I want you to do is take out your phone. You will need 2 devices, one to watch this in and another device to scan. The device that will scan it easily is any iPhone with iOS 12 or later, which is most iPhones today, unless you get a really, really, really old one, or a modern Android. I think it's called, it says with AR code 1.9 plus, which means an Android in the last 2 years, a top-end Android, which most of you, if you're watching this, you probably have. And then put on your camera app or your QR code app, but let's start with a camera app, and point at the screen. And then you will find that it wants to open a website called Vectory. open that website. And then you'll see an image come up on your screen. That's the chair. It's actually the navy blue Addison is coming up on your screen. And then click on the AR code, either below it or on the right-hand side. It depends on the browser that you're using. Click on the AR code, and that stands for augmented reality. And that will put the 3D model in your space. You'll have to scan the floor so that the camera knows what's floor and what's wall, and it will come to you in real size. You can use your fingers and move it around the room. You can do all the gestures by moving it, turning it left and right. You can even make it bigger or smaller, but I just want to tell you, if you make it bigger, it's not going to be the size that you get it. If it's at 100%, that's the right size. And then place it in your lounge and walk around, walk away from it, walk towards it. You'll be able to see the quality. You can walk around it, take pictures. Absolutely amazing. Now, Aviv, we've been talking about the technology, but this is a live sale. And by the way, if you've just arrived, thank you. Just let your friends know while we're talking that there's a live sale going on, because the prices here are going to drive you crazy. Firstly, we added this chair to our collection because the price was so good to start off with. And you're getting an occasional chair in 1 or 4 different colors with deep, rich velvet for under 6,000 Rand.
I'm looking at the price and I'm thinking there might be a digit missing there.
Yeah, but that's the price. Maybe somebody made a mistake, you know. But look at this. We got a special. And it's on special for 5,095 Rand. It's 900 Rand off, which is actually 15%. And the way to buy it, guys, is go to our website. You're going to get the link in the chat. In fact, I see that we have put the link in the chat. It's called the Addison Swivel Chair. You click on it, you add it to cart, and when you check out, they will ask you for the code. Put the code live sale 15 off. It's at the bottom left of the screen. Live sale 15 off, and you get your 15% off on that unit. And in fact, on any unit that you buy during the show that has that's on the sale, but it's only available for 2 hours.
Yes.
Great. So I know that you've had some fun, played around with that. Next, I want to talk to you about this controversial chair. Now let's watch the video. This one's called the Chester. And this video was taken in our Sea Point showroom. So you can see, and this one in the Pardon Island. So the Chester obviously does one of my favorite movements, which is swivel. It's a classic shape. Now, I remember when we bought this, we had disagreements about what to name this chair. What did you want to call it?
I wanted to call it the hug chair because it's got a distinct seating comfort that is unparalleled. I haven't seen it in any other chair. And basically, when you sit in it, the way the cushion is constructed, it hugs you back. And I wanted to call it the hug chair.
Absolutely. And I wanted to call it Clouds. And because when you sit on this deep, soft, heavy cushion, you just feel like you're sinking into the clouds. It's completely made with duck feathers inside. It's unbelievable. And it's got a rich, velvety texture to it. It's phenomenal. So here's the QR code, guys. Once again, point your phone at the screen, and you can see it's under 10,000 Rand, which is a phenomenal price to start off with. It's available in 3 colors. So we saw in the video, the first one is the oyster. On the right, we got the emerald green, and on the left, we got the olive. And here we got the special.
8,410 Rand. Yeah. I think all these prices, including the normal price of 9,895, when we do get the new stock of these arriving, unfortunately, with the new exchange rates, it's going to be more expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. It's tough time for retailers, guys, because you know, we've got stock that we can sell and people want to buy, but what do we do? Because the next time we bring stock, it has to be priced 30% more. You know, it's tough for us. So, but in any event, whatever, for us, it's a pleasure to have more Mobelli items in more homes. And the fact that you can actually scan the item right now and view it in your home is absolutely amazing. Thank you. So if you got any questions, let's have a look over here. Marcia says it's a classic timeless tab. I think she was referring to the Addison. Thank you. Marcia, of course, is the curator of SA.
SA Decor.
SA Decor
Design,
which is phenomenal, and I've been having conversations with her, and she's got a phenomenal Pinterest page. Go and check it out. And another question is the AR scanner I'm looking at now the real size? Yes, it is. It comes in absolutely correct. What I want you to do is place it on the floor. So the AR software doesn't recognize walls. So you'll be able to push this chair far beyond your walls, and it doesn't know there's a wall there. I'm sure that will be fixed shortly. So make sure that you place the chair close to you, and make sure you can make it bigger or smaller by playing with
the percentage size.
Make sure it's 100%, then walk around it. It's 100%.
If it's on 100%, it's 100% of the size.
Absolutely. Great. Franklin. Let's have a look. I fell in love with the Franklin for the first time I saw it when I looked at that black leather, and then I found out it was PU, which is polyurethane, which is amazing. And then we came up and with these rich velvety units, and it changed it away from an office-looking chair to a timeless classic. It's that Chesterfield-ish kind of deep button look, but done in a modern way. Look, it swivels, which is my favorite.
So the Franklin in the black PU is a very retro look, and it's a very retro design. What we've done is we've put that retro on its head by introducing these beautiful, rich colors. So we made a retro style chair into a modern style chair with trending colors and fabrics.
Yeah. So very interesting on this one is that it's available in 3 colors. We got caramel, raspberry, and the black PU.
Are you trying to make me hungry?
And once again, guys, scan it. Scan it now, and I can't believe this price again, 10,500 Rand. I mean, I'm looking to buy stuff now, and I can't believe how expensive other people's products are. And we're saying, but we like to deliver value to people. The whole idea of Mobelli was founded about giving people great quality pieces at affordable prices. And I think that's what we achieved with this collection. And of course, the important things about the occasional chairs is that you can go and experiment with colors of it. Most of the people that buy furniture from us, they don't want to buy pink lounge suites or mustard couches because it's too much of an investment and too much of a risk. Hotels do it and lobbies do it, but if you're coming home every day, you worry that you're going to get tired of something. But with an occasional chair, you can definitely experiment with colors and be adventurous and try new things. And if you don't like it, just move it somewhere else and buy a new piece. It's not a massive investment.
And it's not a massive space killer. So as you're right, if it doesn't work in your lounge, take it to your office. If it doesn't work in the office, take it to your bedroom.
Yeah, and because it's not a massive investment in price, it's actually the cheapest way to uplift your lounge and make it modern without having to change your lounge suite. Of course, we'd like you guys to buy lounge suites from us, but if you don't want to, we want you to buy some of these amazing occasional chairs.
So this will make a statement. You don't need a beautiful, rich colored lounge suite in your lounge to make a statement. A chair will make the statement for you.
Yeah. And by the way, I've released the price. 15% off. You're saving 1,575 Rand on this one. It's amazing. You only need one, but a lot of people buy more than that. It's phenomenal. I mean, we've had a lot of success in waiting rooms, in offices, etc., which is a very big market for us. And it's a piece that, in fact, all of those pieces we showed you are pieces that people will remember because they're so plush, they're so comfortable, and they swivel. Kingston. I love the Kingston.
The Kingston is an amazingly comfortable chair, but it also is something that has got great attention to detail. If you look from the video, I'm not sure if it shows it well, but the stitching work on this is beautiful. It's highlighted. Oh, you can see it over here. It's highlighted. And it's just the attention to detail of what we do. It's available in a PU chair as well, as opposed to also a velvety fabric.
Yeah, so for us as well, we are always conscious of the way that people use the furniture. It needs to be easy to clean. Clearly, the PU is water resistant or waterproof. And I know these are very easy to clean. So it's quite an interesting unit. And I'm going to release the QR code so people can scan it and see it in their house and walk around it and actually walk towards the stitching. It's amazing. But I want to tell you something that maybe you don't know. But about 4 or 5 days ago, we had a customer that was planning to buy the Kingston. And we already knew, that was online. We already knew that it's going to go on sale. And they called me and they said, hey, what are we going to do? The guy wants to buy it, but we know it's going to go on sale. Should we, what should we do? And the decision, it was very simple because we're an authentic company. One of our values is authenticity. It says, we know it's going on sale 5 days in advance. Give the guy the price that it's going to go on sale. And that's what we did. And we got a very happy customer. And so he didn't pay just short of 12,000 Rand. He paid 10,195 Rand. He saved some big money.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful, beautiful chair.
Yeah, 15% off. When you go to our website, guys, click on whatever you want. The link, by the way, to the Kingston is in the chat. Just go into our website, choose whatever you want, then apply the discount coupon at checkout, and anything that was on sale, anything that we showcased today for the show, you'll get 15% off on. The asymmetry shelf, one of the units that I'm really enamored with right now.
You worked very hard on it.
Yeah, because the asymmetry is a product that was developed by us and made in Cape Town. And it's just amazing. We're able to support local production and create amazing pieces. This is the one that we've all seen in the video. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Just know that it's normally at 11.5 and you can get it for 9,797, which is a great number, but it just came up when you give 15% discount.
Just looking at 7,997. I need to speak to the person who actually did that price.
Yeah. So that's good. If there are any questions, by the way, put it in the Q&A. And I know that there are 2 or 3 questions that have come up from the Facebook feed. So I'm just going to go and look at it shortly, just so we can answer it for the Facebook people. But in the meantime, play around with the augmented reality of the asymmetry shelf. It really is a phenomenal product. Aviv, tell us, why do we need these sleeper sofas?
Alon, sleeper sofas are a great space saver. If you need a sofa and you need a bed, you're going to buy both of them. First of all, you're going to kill your pocket. And second of all, you're going to kill the space. If you've got the space and you've got the money, go ahead. But if you are trying to save some money, especially in these hard times, sleeper sofas give you the 2 elements that you require. And that is a sleeper sofa and a couch.
Cool. So let's have a look at the Oxford.
Oxford is a beautiful sleeper sofa. It is in a gray velvet fabric. It is very, very easy to use. You can see it opens up into a double seat over here, to a double. Alon is there without his wife. What's great about this one is you can also use it as a place to watch TV, and you can have the recliner. It's got a couple of positions there. And it is such a beautiful looking sofa. So sofas, sleeper sofas need to look good as sofas. A lot of sleeper sofas that I've seen around look like sleeper sofas. They are ugly, and you know what? They might be comfortable as sofas, but they're not comfortable as beds. And some of them are not comfortable as sofas, but they're comfortable as beds. This one has got special foam inside to ensure that it is comfortable as a sofa and as a bed. The price of this is 16,595, but obviously Alon is going to tell me that it is on special. So you save almost 2,500 Rand, 10 Rand short of 2,500 Rand, and it is special for 14,105 Rand.
So one of the questions that came out from Facebook is, what happens if I buy something and I don't like it? So, you know, we thought to ourselves, you know, sending furniture is so expensive. Firstly, it gets taken, we've got stock on hand, so we deliver next day. But we have to take it off the rack, assemble it, make sure it's safe to be transported. It doesn't cost 50 bucks to send, it costs 1,000 Rand to send an item. And then people don't like it, they return it, you know, who pays, what pays. And just to make sure that you guys are comfortable, if you buy something online and it arrives and it's completely different to what you expected it to be, return it the same day, no charge. If you keep it for a week or 2 weeks, you can still return it as long as it's unused, as long as we can resell it, but then you'll pay the transport back and you'll pay the portion of the transport to you. We'll credit you on the balance. So when you're buying an item, that's why we got the AR. The AR is so good because it can actually show you if the item fits into your space or not. But if you're buying something that's not in AR, like this Oxford couch, not a problem. We will ask you in advance. We will give you the sizes. It will be a consultative process. When you go into our website right now, you're not talking to a robot when you talk to the chat. You're talking to live people. So we are here to make sure that you guys are happy. You can buy in peace. There's no issues at all.
Yeah, just that applies to the major metropolitan areas. We obviously cannot send something to the Kruger National Park, which is, I don't know, 5-6 hours out of Johannesburg. The transport cost on that is probably 8,000 Rand, depending on the items, and you don't like it, and the company is out of 16,000 Rand there and back.
Absolutely. So I've got another question that says, do you think I could work on the sofa with my laptop, or does it not offer back support? As Aviv has mentioned, it offers phenomenal support. We got the highest density foam in there. We can talk about foam later. It really is super comfortable. It's always great to get a scatter cushion as well if you need to change your position, but definitely you can work on it. I think because of the fact that it's got the 2 positions as well, you can chillax and work on it as well. But it's your back. It's the one that you must feel comfortable with it. So let's go back to the Alva, which is
a single
sleeper, but it's got a secret.
Yes, it's your favorite secret. Why don't you tell us about it?
It's my secret. My secret's not a secret. Everybody knows what I love here in any event. So let's go have a look.
Nice colors.
Yeah, and it shows you what it's like when it's open. And there's the secret. It swivels. Everybody loves a swivel chair. Very easy to operate. We get extra support that you just unhook from the bottoms, open the back. Again, a mechanism to make it easy, and that mechanism allows it to be at different levels as well. And so this single couch, you can see it's got some funky colors. And when we brought this one into the range, Aviv, what was our thinking in terms of where do we see this?
We looked at it and we thought every single kid's bedroom. I mean, I know that your boy is 15 years old. He gets lots of sleepovers. The guys come over and probably play Xbox for the whole night. And then, you know, his friend needs to sleep somewhere. This is the great thing. So they actually sit on these. They game on it because it's nice and funky. It's a great color. It swivels. And then when it's time to sleep at about 6 o'clock in the morning, they go and they open it up and they go to sleep.
Absolutely. And normal price is just shy of 9.5. And again, there's a massive saving here, 15%. Just use the code live sale 15 off on the website. It comes in 4 different colors, in the lime green, in this red, in the mustard yellow,
and in the gray.
And in the gray. Phenomenal. Hampstead. Hampstead is one of the best-selling couches we have. Have a look at this, and you can see from this, you know, that what makes a sleeper couch great is ease of use. With this one, all I have to do is just pull it. It's got 2 rails, and I twist it back into position, and that's it. It looks great as a couch, very popular. And I know that you can see how easy it is. And the nice thing about this one, this is a true space saver, because you don't have to keep it away from the wall. So you can abut it to the wall, and it doesn't take any extra space. There's not much movement that needs to happen. And it opens up into a double bed, and it's very comfortable.
Yeah.
So Hampstead is just shy of 16,000, and on special we've got it for 13,595. I think it's a great price. It really is. I mean, it's very well made, very comfortable. The thing to look out for when you are buying the sleeper couches is that it needs to look good, it needs to be comfortable, needs to be easy to operate, and it must be great quality. Otherwise, it's going to break.
And it must be comfortable as a couch and as a bed.
Absolutely. Cambridge, I mean, you're looking at this now, Zoom and YouTube and Facebook, and you're saying to me, this can't be a sleeper couch. And in fact, a lot of people buy this for the beautiful good looks.
That's what attracted us in the first place to this couch, not the fact that we didn't even know it was a sleeper sofa.
So this is the video. It's called the Cambridge, and very ingenious way to operate. You can see I just pull the chair out, put the support legs underneath, and then boom, turn the seat backwards. You get a double bed straight away, and super comfortable. And you know what, Aviv, did we tell them about sleeper couches as an investment for Airbnbs, etc.?
I think you're about to tell them right now.
Okay. So the sleeper couches, you know, when you have an Airbnb, an investment property, the more people that can stay at the Airbnb, the cheaper the accommodation per person is. So we got a unit that can sleep 4 people, and if we put a sleeper couch in it, then we can sleep 6. For the same amount of money, we'll get more bookings, because it just makes more sense for, in case a big party wants to come in.
Yeah, or parents with kids, and they've got a place for the kids to sleep.
Yeah, but let's just talk about, so with the Airbnb though, a lot of the times, even though your space can sleep 6 people, you're hiring it out for 2 people. They can't have a bed in every single corner. You know, this is not stables in the Middle Ages that you have to go and rest over the night. They still want to stay in nice places. And having a sleeper couch that's easy to operate, doesn't require an engineer, and looks good when it's not used as a sleeper couch is just amazing.
Another reason for it, unfortunately, from what I've been hearing, the coronavirus is only going to peak in August, September this year. So we're probably going to get it. And when we do, we're probably going to have to be in isolation. That's a perfect opportunity to buy a sleeper sofa, stay in the same house, but maybe in a different room, and then put a sleeper sofa there.
Yeah. So let's go to the Cambridge, and then we're going to ask a question. By the way, if you get questions, guys, put it in the Q&A. We'll get to it. I think this price of 25,600 is phenomenal for this couch. But look, you're saving 3,900 Rand already.
Yeah,
just by being here.
This is the Rolls Royce of sleeper sofas. And as we said, when we looked at it initially, we did not think it was a sleeper sofa. It was just such a great looking couch that we were attracted to.
Yeah. And by the way, if you are here on YouTube and Facebook and Zoom, we're going to be going towards the art shortly. We got about another 10 minutes left. So if you want to invite friends over to come and watch it, it's going to be unbelievable. The question that was asked, do you need a lot of power to push the sofa down to sleeper? I would like to get, for my mother's house, for kids sleep over, but she's elderly. So I would assume, well, none of them you need power. I mean, okay, you can't be like a 3-year-old.
I think Alon, on certain ones there is some mechanisms that require some force. I wouldn't say you have to be really strong, but if she is elderly and she doesn't have any force whatsoever, there are certain sleeper sofas which are extremely easy to operate that don't require any force.
Yeah. But the best thing is, let's test that out. Tell her to come to the showroom. Our showrooms are very clean. They sanitize all the time, and they're so big as well. There's very little likelihood of you bumping into many people. So bring it to the showrooms. We got showrooms in Fourways Mall, Ilova Square, that's in Johannesburg. We got Sea Point, we got Pardon Island, and we got at the Crescent in Umhlanga. So let's move on to the next couch, which is, I think this couch has a secret, the Belmont Comfy Suite. Aviv has an emotional connection to it. He'll tell you about it. Let's have a look at the video. He can tell us about this couch.
So this couch, I do have an emotional close connection. I have a close connection because I have it at home. By the way, it does come in a single sleeper, in a single couch as well. I have it at home, and it's a very special couch. You'll see right now in the video that the backrests go back. So it's got 2 positions. So it acts as a normal 3-seater sofa, but it also acts as a comfy sofa with a lifestyle relaxation. The reason I love it is every Saturday night, I get together with my kids and my wife. We watch movies. We take all the backrests back. We sit down and watch a movie. The whole family, very comfortable, amazing. It is such a comfortable sofa. The backrests alone, the back cushions, are filled with goose feathers, makes it very soft and beautiful. And it is a bit of a problem when I come home and I sit on it because I just fall asleep on it naturally.
Absolutely. And of course, when I sort of spent the last 60 days at home, those people that had the sofa really had a very comfortable time because you can chill on it or you can work on it as well. And I know that whenever I sit on it, I'm just absolutely amazed. And you know what's more amazing is that this price of $28,900 is the price before the discount. So of course, we're going to give you a discount and you can save 4,350 Rand and just get it for 24,645 Rand. It's a mouthful, but to get the discount, go to our website. You can look in the chat. You can click on the link there. Go to our website, choose it. You can choose it with left-facing chaise, which means when you're standing and looking at the couch, the chaise is on the left-hand side, or you can choose a right-facing chaise, or you can choose it in the 2 different colors. And then when you add it to your cart, put the code live sale 15 off at the checkout, and you'll get your 15% discount. I think this one is an absolute winner.
This is a winner. It is fantastic, and I would recommend it from personal experience.
Great. Now, this one is more of a passion project for us than anything else, because Mobelli is a furniture company, and we'll tell you the story of how we sort of morphed it into something a bit more than furniture and something a bit more meaningful. So this is a video of our showroom in Pardon Island. And when we set this showroom up in November 2 years ago, we had an amazing interior decorator that curated the entire showroom for us. Now, we needed art on the walls, and she brought in her artists that she works with on a regular basis, and we placed amazing pieces on the walls. But they were, selling at 40,000 Rand, 60,000 Rand. We also had amazing rugs on the floor that were selling for 100,000 Rand. Everything looked amazing with our furniture on it, but there was only one problem. Our couches are 50,000 Rand. How can you sell a couch for 30,000 Rand with a painting for 60 and a rug for 100? It doesn't make sense. So the artist told us, listen, guys, we're putting the art here as a favor because we know that furniture showrooms, you can't buy art. And we dismissed them and we said, we are Mobelli, everybody knows us, we can sell anything. And the fact is that we didn't sell one piece. And I remember that when they all came and fetched the items, and we felt so bad, walked around this magnificent showroom and the walls were bare and it just was missing stuff. And then we came up with the idea, if you can't sell if you can't sell art in a furniture showroom and you can only sell it in a gallery, let's rent our walls to a gallery, because we got plenty walls, they need walls, and they don't need the floor space, and we need the floor space. So let's do a thing together. And you know what? Maybe we didn't push it that hard, but maybe the people that we were looking at weren't the right people. Maybe they didn't see it, but we couldn't get anybody to rent the walls from us. And then I said, you know what? Let us open our own art gallery. And we teamed up with Eric from LAE. And he's got an amazing story, because a lot of his artists are struggling. They're right at the beginning of their career. They don't have money. So he gives them the canvases. All of our canvases are super high grade. He gives them the canvases. He gives them the paint. He gives them the paint brushes. He gives them the studio place to paint it. And if the artwork's good enough, he also gives them access to his galleries. I mean, that's an amazing story, because a lot of artists, wealthier artists, paint, but they never get to show their art in galleries because nobody takes them. So this is a great story. And I heard this, and Aviv and I said, you know what, Eric, have our walls. We're not going to rent it for you guys. We'll do a joint venture on that. And it worked so well, because we're selling lots of pieces. You can see the pieces are not expensive. And I'm not going to talk anymore, because I'm going to give you so much fun now. Have a look at this. So remember, this is now viewable in AR for you. So take out your phones, scan the codes. Before I tell you about the artists, I'll tell you what and how to scan for art, because the AR system looks for flaws while you want to place the unit on the wall. So every piece of art has got a leg on it with a little sign like this at the bottom. So when you press on the AR object and it materializes in your space, with your finger, move the piece to the wall and the floor intersection and put that little sign, on the wall, and that will make sure that the art piece is actually on the wall for you. Now, we've placed them at the right height. If you get a 2.8 meter house, walls are higher. That's, I think, the average of 2.6, and that's the average. It will look good. Step away from the painting, and then you'll be able to move it left and right and see what it's like on the wall. Move closer to the painting, you can start seeing the details. Move to the bottom right-hand side, see the artist name. So on the left-hand side, in the center, we've got Tabu Maseko, very talented artist. The pieces are each 1.6 meters by 1.2 meters. It's very big, and it's a centerpiece. And it's 17,900 Rand. But in fact, I lie. Because if you go to the website and you put in the code live sale 20 off, you will get 20%. So 79 is less 3,800 Rand, something, 3,600 Rand or something. I don't know.
3,800 Rand.
Okay, 3.8. Must trust my instincts first time round. It's amazing. Play around with it. You'll even be able to go to the side and see the details of the painting on the side. Why would you want to go to the side? Just to make sure that it is close to the wall as possible. Once again, don't make it bigger than 100%. 100% is the actual size. Now, I think this will change the way that people buy art, because a lot of the times people come to us and say to us, can we have a look at this piece? Do you have a service where people come and hang it for us to evaluate it? I think it works very well when you're selling pieces of art for 100,000 Rand, 200,000 Rand. When you're selling art at these prices, it doesn't make sense. So you can now take it, scan it, put it on your wall, see if it works, see if the color works for you. Tabu Maseko is an artist at the beginning of his career. Conrad Bow on the right-hand side, that's the Mandela. That's amazing. In fact, I want you to scan it and then walk up close to it, as if you are just watching it in your home. This picture is taken from quite a far distance, and you will see that his technique is amazing. It's all made with little dots. Some of them are thinner, some of them are thicker. He's always mixing formulas in his drawings, in his paintings. Very interesting. Next time we do this, we'll actually bring him on to share why he does those things. He's a very nice guy. I've been speaking to him over the weekend. His work is 26,900. Now, I'm going to go to the next page because we've got two more pieces. On the left-hand side, another 1.6 by 1.2. I think this is a fairly big one because it's on its side. Splash Motong, 19,900, and on the right-hand side, Danisela Njoli, 21,900. Now, the size of the artwork is important because you're getting a lot of value, but you can see some artworks are smaller, but they cost more than the big ones. That's because the artist is better known. There's more demand for the painting. And just a short story. You are able to buy into the artists at the beginning of their career when you buy these guys. And some of these guys have graduated and are selling the artworks for 200,000 Rand already. I know there was an artist that I saw at the Mall of Africa that Eric cultivated, and now he's got his own book, etc. He does very well. But some of these, here's Aviv, by the way.
I'm going to see if I can put the picture behind us over here.
Yeah, but yeah, you'll be able to see it on your phone. So it was a couple of months ago, there was a piece of work in the showroom for 15,900 Rand. It was magnificent. It was a mixed material as well. There was melted plastic that made an African woman. 15,900, it got sold off the showroom floor. And 2 weeks later, as I'm surfing on Facebook, I'm seeing my friend Ariella Cooper. She's a charity auctioneer. She sells this piece that was in our showroom for 59. She sells it for 85,000 Rand. 2 weeks later. That's 4 or 5 times the value of the art within a matter of 2 weeks. So it's amazing, guys. Now, with Splash Motong, what I love about that piece, and I think Aviv is looking at it right now, but he needs to place it on the floor. Okay? If you place it on the wall and then you walk towards it, you'll see he's using mixed materials over there, which is quite good. So that's it for us, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed our presentation on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Zoom. We appreciate your time here. Are you seeing?
Yeah, but it's close, but I'm not sure. It's
look at that.
Very close.
You can see, but we're very close to them. Yeah.
So you can see one of the people on the right-hand side.
Yeah. Now, with the artists, there's just one of each. So if you want, go to the website. We've got the link on the right-hand side. It's under decor, art mirror and wall decor, and buy. You'll get 20% off. You'll be supporting South African artists. You'll be supporting the local economy. These guys, in my opinion, the guys that we have here are destined for greatness. I know that Conrad sells a lot. You can commission these guys as well to do paintings in their style of what you like. It really is a feel-good story. I know that we've had a couple of developers, hoteliers that were looking at this before COVID-19 hit us. Now they got other priorities to sort out. But getting original art into your hotel rooms at these prices is very simple. We'll do a special deal as well. Everybody needs to be happy. And yeah, that's the story of us. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is really and truly a historic moment. I don't think it's been done before. A live sale by the founders of the business. And then with AR, with you being able to see what's going on and with that interaction. And by the way, there are just a few more questions I'm told from Facebook. So let me just go and see those quickly.
And if you are on Zoom, and what is the other technology that we're using. If you do have any questions, you can just put it on the Q&A and we'll answer that.
Okay, so the 25% buyback. Viv, can you just explain to the people what that is quickly?
Okay, so we have a program which is called the Mobelli Buyback. We're the only company in the country that does a buyback. So basically what we do is whatever you buy from Mobelli in terms of furniture, after 5 years, you can come back to us and say, listen, I'm not happy with this anymore. I've moved into a bigger place, or I moved into a smaller place. I want to upgrade my color. I bought gray and now I want white or black. You come to us, we'll pay 25% of what you paid for that piece, so you can upgrade to a new piece. So basically, you know, it's like the Mercedes-Benz that come and say to you, we'll buy back your Mercedes-Benz after 5 years. We're doing exactly the same, but this is from a furniture perspective. And I think that is something completely unique in terms of what's happening in the market around the country. Alon's gone to get some more questions from Facebook. I don't know if there are any questions on Zoom. No?
So, right. So those questions are being forwarded to me because I can't go onto Facebook here because the whole thing is going to be disturbed. So I'm just waiting for them. Which part, firstly, can we do a quick survey? No, we can't do that. Let's have a look. Here are the questions. Okay, and the question, well, the Zoom is full, where else can I watch? Well, that's gone already because we're nearly at the end. What do I need to watch the AR? Well, if you are still here and you haven't figured that out, you need 2 devices. But you can actually go to our page right now. I think the link has been put on. Go to our page in the chat. It's called, let me just see what the page is. It's called AR Models. It's the last entry in the chat. Go to AR Models and click on it, and you'll be able to see all the elements that we've digitized to date available there. Play around with them. Please send them to your friends. Let people see what's going on. We want to get the technology out. We want to get the Mobelli name out. And of course, we'd love it if you guys support us. I've got a question. Does the Mandela artist do other portraits? Indeed. In fact, if you don't mind, I'm just going to go and I'll show you on the video that we played around.
Marilyn Monroe there.
Yeah, there's quite a few. So let's play that quickly. I think they are further on in the film. Here we go. Here's the Marilyn Monroe. And that guy, I'm not sure who he is. And
I think it's a girl. Okay. This looks like Elton John.
And look, yeah. So it's quite a few. Okay, the video went off. But yes, they do others. And in fact, which location are you at? You can view in Pardon Island, or if you give us your name, we can send you all the available images or art that's not sold yet. We can send it to you to be evaluated. So that's quite good. Artist name is Conrad Bow, really good. And I've seen his prices go up at the showrooms as we go along, and at 20% off to get that, it's quite good. And you know, a friend of mine is a co-owner of one of the most important galleries in South Africa, and he said to me, there is, and the art is expensive, and he says you never buy art thinking it's going to appreciate. You must buy art because you think it's beautiful, because you love it, and if it appreciates, that's a bonus for you. But I can tell you right now, from looking at these 5 pieces, and we got plenty more in the showroom for every style, it's amazing. And some of the items are, they don't cost 17,000. So a lot of them cost under 10,000 Rand.
Sure.
So that's quite good. Let's have a look at another question. The question is, the one occasional chair with the different colors, top parts. Can you buy multiple colors for the top? So I can change it up every now and again. So let's go back to, do you know which one I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, Let's go to those occasional chairs right at the beginning. See which ones, different colors at the top part. Okay. Maybe this one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So all of our chairs can be reupholstered. But the Mobelli philosophy really is about next day delivery. So we hold stock. And so we are able to deliver to you, which means that it's already pre-made. If you want it in a different color, we send it to a local upholsterer. We then allow you to choose the fabric, and there's an extra charge, of course. But people have been getting the chairs done in many different colors. So, and I've seen some amazing.
Yes.
The Kingston is just amazing. It was done in a color that would actually play around with my mind. It was amazing. Okay, so I want to do a poll quickly, just for those of you. And yeah, here's the poll for those of you that are still here. There's not many people left on Zoom. Okay, so the question is, have you bought from Mobelli before? If you are here, please answer it. We can see right now we got everybody that has voted has bought from us.
That's fantastic. That's great.
All right.
Alon, I want to ask you a question. You know, you've been in lockdown with me for the past 2 months, and Monday morning, coming back home and we're going to be in the office. How do you feel about that?
I'm so excited about the fact that we're coming back to work. And you know what? I know you and I have really worked harder than we've ever worked while we were in lockdown. But some of our team members have been unable to come to work. You know, when you've got showrooms, you don't need a cleaner nobody can work remotely. We kept a lot of our salespeople working remotely, but warehousing wasn't, and cleaning wasn't, and some admin wasn't. And it's just amazing for me to be able to see everybody on Monday and trying to bring the team together. So that's quite good.
We're going to have a very big party on Monday, but being 1.5 meters apart from each other.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. So does anybody want to see anything else again? Because the time is coming near to the end. What Aviv and I will do is we will just quickly show you the first part again in case you join halfway. If you are still here, let people join us. Let them know we're about to start. Just a quick occasional chair description. It's going to be interesting. If you haven't seen those before, you're going to be able to see it on AR, which means you'll be able to see it at home. And so without further ado.
There's somebody who wants to know if they can watch us later somewhere. Is that being recorded?
So I believe it's being recorded by Facebook, and I believe it's being recorded on YouTube. And I certainly hope that Zoom is recording it on my computer because this has been a labor of love, and I want to be able to see it later on, edit it and play around with it. But yes, you will be able to watch it later. Although the sale is ending. Okay, so you may not be able to buy at these prices later.
However, if you do feel like you want to show it to your partner, your friend, whatever, and you want to be able to have some links, please make contact with us, whether it is via email or through our live chat on the Mobelli website, and we'll send you all the information and all the details.
Yeah. So Angelique, thank you for being here. Helen, thank you. Muhammad, thank you. Nalini, thank you so much. Teboho and Tumi and Sonia, we appreciate you guys on Zoom. These are the only attendees I can see. I know there are others on Facebook and YouTube. And I just want to start quickly and share the screen for you guys so we can talk about the occasional chairs and why they are so important. And I know that this is the third time we're going, but I can't emphasize enough. Occasional chairs are a must in every home. The first reason is that they provide this point of interest, because an occasional chair can come in a variety of colors. So let's have a look at the first one and see what we're talking about. This one is called the Edison.
So it's a tub chair, and very comfortable. And as Alon loves to say, it swivels. It comes in 4 different colors. It's a beautiful, lush, velvety color, and it is really very, very comfortable.
Yeah, it's just amazing when you put your finger on this fabric, and it's the richness of it and the softness of it is unbelievable. And here are the colors. I'm told that the terracotta, which is in the window here, has sold out already. So, and the reason why it's sold out is simple, and you'll see it right now. It's simple because without a discount, it sells for just under 6,000 Rand. And with a discount, it sells for just over 5,000 Rand. It's unbelievable. You're getting a 15% off discount on the furniture right now. So if you want to buy this, you just go over to our website. There's going to be a link that's going to be put into the chat shortly. And it's basically the link to the Edison. Choose the color that you want. At checkout, just put in the code live sale 15 off. But the beautiful thing here is the fact that the QR code in the middle is there for you to actually load the item into your phone and onto your lounge. It's AR. And what you need to do is point your camera at this QR code. If you get an iPhone with iOS 12 or later, or a modern Android phone, which is purchased, I think, within the last 2 years, point your phone camera on it. On the Android, you may have to have a QR code app. And then you'll be able to see the item load up on your screen. You'll be able to play around with it on it. But if you click on the AR button on the top right or underneath, depending on which software you're using, that thing will materialize in your space. It will tell you to scan the floor. You'll just basically move the phone on the floor, and the next thing you know, you get a piece of furniture in your camera view, and you can see it in your home. Use your fingers, move it around to the position you want. You can use the gestures and turn it around. You can even make it bigger or smaller, but if you leave it at 100% of the size, that's the exact size it needs to be in. And it really is that simple.
I just want to emphasize the fact that, you're talking about the AR and the functionality of it. And just to re-emphasize the price of this swivel chair at 5,100 Rand, obviously at the special price. And I can tell you, I mean, we travel the world and we look at different mechanisms. Some of the swivel mechanisms we see on our chairs that we sell, the mechanisms themselves are over 5,000 Rand. And this entire chair with a swivel mechanism, and it's a great swivel mechanism.
Absolutely.
5,095 Rand is unbelievable.
That's why we're selling so much of it. And Mobelli's philosophy has always been to bring beautiful stuff, high quality at affordable prices. Our entire collection is really suitable for those needs. And people a lot of the times tell us, friends of mine say, Alon, you get a shit business model. And I say, how come? And they say the stuff lasts too long. And so I'm saying, but the idea is for you to come and buy different things, not replace the existing things. That's our philosophy. So the nice thing about the occasional chairs, we spoke about them being a point of interest, is that you can go and become adventurous with colors. A lot of the times people buy lounge suites that are gray and beiges and browns, and they don't want to have a mustard lounge suite at home. It's maybe too much of a commitment. So with an occasional chair, you can go with mustard and flaming pink and whatever the color of the day is. It's not a massive investment. When the color changes or fashion changes, you take this, you put it in your office, you put it in the guest room, and you get another one. It's the way to actually refresh your home at very little cost.
And the fact that it is an occasional chair, not a big, heavy three-seater couch, means that you can move it from room to room and refresh the room as and when you would like it.
Correct. So this is the Chester. That's a controversial chair because of the naming convention, but it's a magnificent chair. Just look at it. It's made with a seat and then a cushion that gets placed on top of it. And as you will see shortly, it comes in 3 different colors. Now, Aviv wanted to name the chair differently to Chester. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so this chair is an incredible seating experience. We don't have any other chair in our range that actually feels and seats like this. I wanted to call it the hug chair because as you sit on it, the design of the cushion is such that it actually hugs you back. And I wanted to call it the hug chair, but I believe you wanted to call it something else.
Yeah, I sat on it. I felt this lush cushion. It's got a rich velvet on it. It's filled with duck feathers. And I said, this is like sitting on the clouds. And I think I was away when the naming was decided on. You didn't get your way, I didn't get our way, but I think Vanessa got away and we call it Chester. But I tell you what, Chester it is. Chester is amazing. And right now, QR code it, have a look at it in your lounge. It's super, super comfortable. You won't be able to sit on it. If you do, maybe you could make a video and show us how you're sitting on this on this virtual seat.
Or send us a screenshot of what it actually looks like in your space.
Okay, and it goes, yeah, look, it's under 10,000 Rand, and with a special 15% off, it's 8,410 Rand. I think it's an amazing, amazing price. Now we got another question that came in. How long will the live sale 15 off work? The live sale 15 off work is for the sale only. We realize some people have to make decisions that are with their spouses, etc. So it's probably going to be expiring later tonight. If you are interested, I think buy it now. Those prices are not going to come back. We will have other live sales as we digitize other products. But that's 15 off is such a good deal because when the new chairs come, the prices are going to be much higher. We don't like to sound too salesy. We just want to present beautiful products with good value. Even at full price, this is phenomenal value. So I hope that answers your question. It's going to expire soon.
And those are real discounts. It's not as if we take these prices, increase it, and then buy this, and if you also get this, you get this for free, like all the other adverts on TV on the sales channel. This is something that's coming from our heart. We spend so much time in lockdown. We've been looking to do the live sale, and hopefully this is going to be something that we're going to carry on doing, perhaps with better people and better looking people and more professional presenters. But the live sale is going to be something that we're going to look forward into the future.
Nobody knows about this more than you. You are the professional. Everybody else will just mumble their word through it and count on their good looks. You're the man. Right, let's talk about the Franklin. The Franklin, the first time you look at it, you think an office chair, but just take a look at that. I mean, I fell in love with a black PU, black leather, which I found out later was PU. And then we brought them in that caramel color velvet and the raspberry over here. And I mean, just you can see how lush it is. And when you put your hand on it, it is amazing.
Beautiful, soft, silky texture.
And look what it does as well, my favorite. It swivels. People ask me, why do I always talk about swivel? Because when a chair does more than what you think it does, it ignites people's imagination. And we sold a lot of these for hotels and offices. And it's the area where people get to remember you when there's amazing things. I say, people go and say, did you sit on this chair? It's so comfortable. And it turns around. Kids love it as well. Maybe it would have been great in lockdown for some families as entertainment.
Sure. And it's plays on the retro look, which has now been modernized into these beautiful colors.
Yeah.
And there's a price, a normal price, 10,495. I believe that Alon's going to give you, yes, 8,920 Rand on special. Amazing, amazing value for these chairs.
And of course, do the QR code here now, guys, and look at it. And that should be quite an interesting thing to see in your lounge, And then when you scan it, guys, just go deep, go and check the details on this chair.
What's amazing about the software is that you can just keep it in the place on your phone, walk around it so you can see the back of it. Bend down, you can see underneath it, you can see on top of it. It is an amazing, amazing software to actually familiarize yourself with the details of what this chair actually looks like in your own space.
Great. And now we come into the last one, the Kingston. I love this one. Kingston is one of my favorites. It's like a wingback type chair. But Aviv, what makes this one unique?
Besides the comfort, the attention to detail over here is amazing. I really love attention to detail. The stitching work over here, as you can see, is just phenomenal. It takes an artisan to do those things. It comes in a PU and in a beautiful fabric, and it is one of those chairs that just sit on it. Once you sit in it, you say it's sold.
Super comfortable. And of course, with the wingback chair, in this position, you can see it's facing away from the lounge suite. Maybe that's when the mother turns around away from the kids after driving her crazy for 60 days. It swivels. All right, so here it is. That's the last one for you tonight, guys. So have a look at it, scan it. If you want to see all of our other items, just head on to the chat. If you're watching this afterwards and the chat is not live, I'll give you the link right now. The link is to watch all of our AR configured items is mobelli.co.za/AR-models. Go there or go to our webpage, and there's a little arrow down next to inspiration. You can see the models page there. And of course, go to our website, read our blog. We have solutions for COVID-19 as well. We know how to prevent and how to become sort of healed quickly if you are infected. It's something that our grandfather told me when I asked him how he took care of my mother when she was 1 year old. But I'm not going to bore you now. It's all in the blog. Go and enjoy it. Guys, if you had a good time here tonight, like Aviv and I had, please tell your friends. I'm sure this thing is going to be playing again on Facebook and on YouTube. And just share it with friends. We'd really appreciate it. Getting to be here with you today has been a privilege for Aviv and I. We've been standing for 2 hours, but full of excitement to know that you guys are enjoying this.
Alon, just before we part, do you just want to explain how the delivery process works in terms of if you haven't seen it before and you decide to buy it right now and you don't like it for whatever reason? I'm sure that you will like it, but if you don't for whatever reason, what is the process?
Yeah. So buying at Mobelli is completely risk-free. Basically, with the QR code, with the AR, you're able to see if the furniture is the right color for you, and you're able to see if it's the right size for you. So we sorted out some of the major problems that people have when we deliver furniture and it's too big for them or too small for them. But a lot of the times, people buy online, and when the item comes to them, they're just not happy. Maybe they're not happy with the seat height. Maybe they're not happy with the feel of the fabric. Whatever the case is, maybe it's not comfortable for them. Maybe it's too soft, maybe it's too hard. So we are able to take the furniture back from you on the day of delivery, at the time of delivery, if you're not happy with it. So we do what they call a sit test. The guys will bring the furniture to you. It's a white glove service, and we'll place it for you. If you're really not happy, they'll take it back, and there'll be no charge for you. So we will credit you or refund you the money. You can also, our refund policy also works that if you have had this for a week, you can still return it to us, but at that stage you will incur the costs. Now, the transport costs. Now, Aviv wants to say something about this amazing risk-free buying, and that is?
Do it.
No, he wants to say that it's only a free return in the major metro areas because it costs a lot of money to deliver furniture. And we are 100% sure that when we want to make sure that you're 100% happy. But if I'm going to deliver somewhere in a farm near Bloemfontein, it's going to cost us 8,000 Rand. At that stage, maybe you guys come watch us, see us, or trust us that what we're selling you is good stuff, because it is. And we will in any event have a consultation with you to make sure that the sizing is correct. But you can return it. You'll just have to pay the transport costs, and we will refund everything to you as long as the set is brand new and we can resell it. Good. Thank you very much, everybody. With that, Aviv and Alon will bid you farewell. We want to thank you so much for your time. We started Mobelli as a labor of love. We've got people, passionate people working for us. We are so happy that our customers have a life affair with us. Once you buy Mobelli, you never buy anything else. And once you buy Mobelli, you buy more. You don't replace the same.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Thank you very much.